is a 7-minute excerpt of a piece I'm taking to the Fringe. I will be at Greenside on Infirmary Street from the 13th to the 25th of August. Today is also the launch of my crowdfunding campaign, because I hate the fact that people might not be able to come and see my show because they can't afford to buy a ticket, particularly young people. So I'm doing a buy a ticket for someone who couldn't afford to thing. So you can find me on Facebook. It's at Activising for Change. The link is there to the crowdfunding campaign. If you can't afford it, I completely understand. But if you could share it, that would be great. Cheers. Hey, I am not going to go back through and edit this because I want it to be real. But I need to talk about gender outside of the binary, because gender exists on a spectrum, not only woman and man. And I know that I lie somewhere about here. Transgender, that word at first, my hand wouldn't write it. My brain tried to fight it, but in there it played like a stuck CD, kept sticking on the same bits of verse and chorus until after a while, it felt time to accommodate this part of me, this word that haunted me as I lay there in bed at the hours of 1, 2, and 3 when people were sleeping and the shape of my body was up to me. So I came out to myself, gave myself a secret. You will find me here, not because it is where I wish to exist, but rather because I am a realist. I will stay in this invisible closet, because it is for the best, because that means when you misgender me, it's my fault, my choice, my being a hypocrite. You construct a facade, the perfect face of plastic, but over time you find that cracks appear, leaving little bits of trans visible to the world. So you begin to wrap yourself in a woolen cocoon, but after layer and layer and layer and layer, you're hot and constrained, and one day you've just got to breathe. So I came out to the world, shared my secret with the world. You know, I keep looking for some sort of justification, reason, list, definition, explanation, but I guess if you asked a woman what makes her a woman, my guess is that she would say because it's the truth, because she just is, and this feels real, so strong, solid, whole. It's like I've discovered gravity, internal gravity, so that now everything sits properly in its right place, not whirling and swirling, colliding, capsizing. I have words for things. I can put things in an order. When I introduce myself, I say, hey, my name is Ash, and my pronouns they, them, and I say it strong, clear, with clarity, because I stand here, me, with ancestors and a history, my community, like an oak, seedling planted in the times of Adam and Eve, core formed and strengthened over the intervening years, a scaffolding of roots and branches to support what's to come, spread widespread, far, far flung, not an anomaly. No, me, I am a global phenomenon. But then I start to notice the looks of concern on people's faces. Hey, my name is Ash, my pronouns they, them. Looks of concern that give way to sympathy, pity. That was the most empowering thing I've done. I'm free, and this is what's given back to me. You had no time for questions of identity, grappling with who I am, was, will be, and now I've got to the tape at the end, crossed the line, marathon runner with muscles toned from the journey, 26 miles of questioning, convulsing with fear, vulnerability, but over this endurance run, each step, each ebb, each flow of blood and breath, I built up the courage to say, no, this is me. And I get pity. Pity at my ability to be just another of these millennials with phases, addicts of your attention. But just because you didn't have it in your day doesn't mean it's not real, and just because I'm young doesn't mean I jump on the bandwagon today, jump off tomorrow. No, this is my truth. You think I choose to live this way? And as for your attention, you think I'd like your attention? You think I do this for the look you just gave me, the comment last week, and the cocky way you'll tell me again today? I can't use singular they. Doesn't obey the rules of grammar. And yet, if you go into a shop and are told, I'm sorry, sir, you'll have to speak to the manager, what do you say? Where are they? So please, for the last time, stop denying my right to use singular they. Sometimes people ask me, do you ever wish you weren't trans? And I suppose at first, when you sit there in a pit of dread smothered by a darkness that refuses to lift like smoke, yes, there are times, denial, but now, no, never, well, mostly never, because now I understand. I decided to wake up, fed up of sleepwalking to the sound of someone else's tune, drowsy to my body in the hope that this would go away. I've come to realise that my gender is not something to admit, should not be delivered as an apology to society. No, I refuse shame. I am proud, and I will continue to radiate my pride until the last smouldering remains of the last act of discrimination, bigoted comment and snide remark are out. So much have they been scorched by my pride. I'm meant to give you an ending, a neat, succinct destination, but I can't, because I am not the ending. I could have told you about trans suicide, murder rates, or homelessness. But these don't happen accidentally. They happen in the way we are treated, regarded, spoken to. So please, think, because you are the ending. I came out to you today, just now. I came out yesterday, the day before, and the day before that. I will come out again tomorrow. Thank you.